think a lot of the times when we think about characters, we think about the acting side of it, but it's everything outside, like the clothing and the makeup and the hair that really brings them alive. And I was wondering if you have a specific ritual that you have for finding a character.
When I read a script, more than, as I said, like imagining like what they will be wearing, I always like to find images, more like a mood, of the colors of the mountains or the rivers or like in the nature or more the city or where it takes place, the film. And I think through that and just tons of different images. I am addicted to books and so that's where the imagination comes from. And then the design. And I also work with a concept illustrator artist that works with me nonstop. We have a love and hate relationship, but at the end we love each other. But yeah, it's a process that never stops. It was a huge process, and again, this was also my first film doing a black and white film.
What was your reaction when you learned it was going to be black and white?
I almost died. And I don't think I was the only one, because it was a beautiful thing that happened to us, because I learned, and we all learned, to look color in black and white. What will happen to color when you transform it into black and white? So at the beginning, we were all sort of pretty terrified. But then Alfonso and Gal Olivares, the DP, they did this chart that you will see that was truly helpful for us to understand what happens to color when you transform it into black and white. And I mean like the contrast, of like the different reds and the different, because it was really important for the entire film to have the right contrast. Each person you will see in the film, it has been fitted. We will make this fittings nonstop since day one of pre-production to the end of the film. We were fitting and fitting and fitting people because there's a lot of people in the film. But we will make the combinations, 3 or 4 different combinations, and then we will print those photos, make huge boards, and bring to Alfonso, and start looking at each scene and see if it was a correct contrast in all the background, as well as the main characters, of course, right? But I think when it was like all these big scenes, and he will make changes just to say, this is too dark, this is too light, we need more of this, so we have to go back again and make those changes.